I got a pile of childish books. Literally, these are the books written for a single child, like a toddler, for a kindergartner to read. And today, I will be reading them to you. Now, this is just out of pure randomness, so if you want to support me, make sure you go subscribe and drop a like on this video, or do whatever you want. Before we get started though, just wanted a quick mention that we actually started a brand new music group. It's almost been a few months now since we started. I just never brought it up on this channel. It's a brand new channel. Link to it is in the description below. It consists of me, Speed54, and a few new faces you might not know. A couple of my friends. So the funny thing is, we got a new song coming out on June 2nd anyways, and it's a banger, so I'm just gonna play a snippet of this little track just for you guys to hear. Alright, that's all you're getting. It is time to read some children's books with Mark45.
Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
First, we have Ernies Neighbors. I didn't even read the title right. This is Ernies Neighborhood. Man, I should really go back to preschool. On Sesame Street, there is so much to see. Imagine the things you and Ernie can be. Which should I be? I think I'd be a baker, because you know me, I cook. So I'd be a baker. As bakers, you mix and roll and bake. Look at the cookies that you helped to make. Those are some interesting looking cookies. You can play baseball. You can hit the ball hard. Watch it go flying right out the yard. You can be a police officer with a whistle to blow, telling the cars when to stop and to go. Hey, FYI, police officers do a lot more than just blow whistles. They chase down the bad people, you know? FBI, open up! You can be a farmer and grow good things to eat for all your friends back on Sesame Street. You can be an artist, musician, or dancer. What will you be? Only you know the answer. So what will you be, guys? Will you be a baker, a dancer, a police officer, a baseball player, or a farmer or musician? Make sure you leave who you want to be down in the description below. I want to see the results. I want to see how this is going to work out. But this is really good book. Alright, next we got the pumpkin. What the heck? This is the Pumpkin Town. I guess it's just pumpkins on drugs. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Sesame Street, send the paycheck. I just read one of your most famous books to the audiences of Mark45 Studios. So Sesame Street, send the paycheck.
You're f***ed up.
Jose, I'm gonna say Jose, because it has that accent on his name. Jose and his family grew pumpkins. That growing began with shiny seeds, which were followed by long vines, and those vines grew every which way. The pumpkins grew every which way too, from small to fat and tall. The Jack B. Littles could be dropped into pockets. The Happy Jacks were bigger. A strong enough boy could carry just one. Big Moons were bigger still. Too large for 5 boys to roll. That's a huge pumpkin.
Yeah, boy.
Come fall, Jose and his family would gather the pumpkins and collect the vines. Then 2 trucks took the fruit to faraway cities. Some were hollowed and carved, or some were saved for pies. I want some pie. But before the trucks took the pumpkins, Jose and his family saved a few. They needed the seeds. When it came to saving pumpkins, Jose's father always says, save only the best and sell the rest. Literally what everybody is telling me when I'm giving money to people. So Jose and his brothers hollowed the best pumpkins and saved only the biggest and the brightest seeds.
Alrighty then.
They took the duller, smaller seeds to the edge of the field, overlooking the town, and tossed them. That is the worst way you could possibly farm pumpkins. This is so unorganized. You don't just yeet them into the wind. That's not how it works. It's not a dandelion. This is seeds we're talking about here. It's gonna grow into a big, large effing pumpkin. But one gutsy, dusty October day, when Jose and his brothers took the lesser seeds to the edge of the field and flung them, the wind caught those seeds and carried them and didn't let them loose until they fell like rain down on the distant town. The seeds slipped into straw roots and settled into flower pots and sprinkled garden. That's exactly why you don't litter pumpkin seeds like that. These are the worst farmers I've ever seen, and that seemed to be the end of it. Yeah, if I were though, I wouldn't do such a stupid thing. I would be more organized, for crying out loud. But the next spring, rain awoke those small seeds, and plants began. More rain fell, and vines grew every which way. They wrapped around the chimneys and wombed through corn. At first, the townspeople liked the vines, for they were lovely and delicate. Yeah, no, I would call them weed. But then the vines began to climb up, then down and around, growing leafy and thick. They snaked green and silent through one window and then out another. Yeah. This guy is literally me. Then fruit grew and grew and grew every which way. Soon the townspeople were stepping over pumpkins and around pumpkins and under pumpkins. It was hard to walk even a block. Rooftops snagged under the weight of the big moons. Fences fell, and when the wind blew, one had to dodge Happy Jacks and Jack B. Littles from fallen trees. Nothing is worse than pumpkins, groaned the townspeople. I would sue the farmers if this happened. This is why you don't yeet the pumpkin seeds, which don't make sense anyways, because I'm assuming the houses were built on concrete. The pumpkins would need the right amount of nutrients and photosynthesis, as well as like water and sunlight. They need to follow on everything. They need more than wheats and carrots and potatoes. I know I'm talking about Minecraft. Meanwhile, up on their mountainside, Jose and his family cut and stacked their pumpkins, saving only the best, and when they were done, they stepped back and said, "Nothing is better than pumpkins." But when Jose and his family looked down at the town, it seemed odd. It seemed so green and orange. Okay, these farmers, first, they irresponsibly plant these pumpkin seeds, and now they don't even notice that the town that's like 10 miles away from them is growing infested with pumpkins. How did they not notice this until spring? What were they doing in between the time? Just staying at home and playing Fortnite?
5 hours later.
Since their field work was done, and because Jose and his brothers were curious, they walked to town the next day, where they saw more vines and pumpkins that they'd never imagined. They remembered the gutsy, dusty day that they scattered the seeds. "It's our fault," whispered Jose. "No, we must do something," whispered one of his brothers. "We rest for now," whispered Jose. I can't do this. This is an irresponsible. These are irresponsible farmers. Oh my! I can't do this. I can't. Ah! I think it's dead. But that night, Jose and his brothers cut and stacked the pumpkins and vines. They worked as quietly as they could. But some townspeople still sneaked peeks. They marveled at how well the brothers worked. The brothers climbed up poles and twined through trees, and snaked silent through one window and out another, gathering and stacking pumpkins and vines. When the townspeople awoke, they discovered a mountain of pumpkins and a hill of vines and a mound of tired brothers. Breaking the law of physics, this twirl does not work. This completely breaks the law of gravity. The pumpkins would have tumbled by now. That is a lie. That does not work. When the brothers slept, the townspeople filled the wagon with hay and set 5 great watermelons between Jose and his brothers, in thanks for their aid. Wow, these townspeople are really forgiving to their brothers. The fact that they just littered a heck ton of pumpkins in the city. That wagon took the brothers back to their home, where they laid in the grass, in the glossy grass, still sleeping. When their father found them, he asked them what they have done to deserve the great watermelons. "We just helped the townspeople with their harvest," the brothers said, which was true, and nothing more was said.
500 IQ, am I right?
Down in the town, 5 trucks came for the mountain of pumpkins, and the townspeople were given a grand sum of money for all that fruit. "Ah, nothing is better than pumpkins," they said. Much more of the money went towards a feast held around a bonfire made by burning the hill of vines. Huh? No. Vines are not wood. No, you can't. That doesn't work. It was decided that then the rest of the pumpkin money would be spent to carve a statue of the 5 mysterious brothers who had made a mountain of pumpkins. Pumpkin superhero. This is a pretty good family eating watermelon like this. It took all of the next week for the townspeople to repair their roofs and their fences, and it took all that week for Jose and his brothers and his father to eat their great gifts. Makes sense. I mean, it's 5 giant watermelons. That actually takes a while to eat. The melons were so sweet that Jose and his family said, "Nothing is better than watermelons." "Be careful with the seeds," Jose's father said. "Our field grows with pumpkins, not watermelons." So Jose's family filled a great bowl of seeds, and those seeds were forgotten. Until a day later, when the wind roused Jose's father at night. He feared some of the watermelon seeds might be blown to their field. But by moonlight, he carried the bowl to the edge of his field and he tossed the seeds. The wind caught those seeds and carried them and then let them loose until they fell like rain down on the town. No. The watermelon seeds slipped into straw rooms and settled into flower pots and sprinkled gardens and slid into the soil around the statue of Jose and his brothers. And that seemed to be the end of it. Have they ever learned their lesson? Will they ever learn? They take their bowl to the edge of the field and they yeet all the watermelon seeds back into town. And now, the whole town is going to be infested with watermelons. Thanks to these guys. Die, book! Die! I missed. But anyways, yeah, if you want, I have 2 more books here. We have Bear Feels Sick, as well as Animals Go on Strike now? But if you want to see me read these 2 books, make sure to drop a like end of this video. And if we hit enough to 10 likes, you heard me, 10 likes, then I will continue part 2 of this video and read these 2 books. I want to see how you guys think. And yeah, welcome to the most random video ever on my channel where I read children's books. Well, if there's one more bullet in this gun, I'm gonna shoot myself with this. Ow! Oh, my head. Oh.